Autobots, transform!
What's up, everybody? This is the 80s Transformer fan, back to do another review. Welcome to George Reviews. And today I'll be taking a look at Transformer Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Voyager class Starscream. Now this Starscream is supposed to be a Cybertronian version and sort of kind of a take on a G1 cartoon triangular tetrajet type thing. And I really was dying to get this thing so much that I watched a few toy reviews, and I try not to do that so I don't say the same thing they say in another toy review, or avoid saying the same thing they say in another toy review that might be important just to be different. But I couldn't wait. I checked this guy out, so I got a little advanced knowledge on him. So hopefully this review won't be as clumsy as most of mine, because it's straight out of the package review. Anyway, here is the box. It says Takara Tomy on it and Hasbro. Generations, we've seen that on boxes for years. Transformers, and there is Starscream. There his designation right there, War for Cybertron series or section 24. He's number 24 figure in this line. And on this side is Voyager class and multiple languages. And here's artwork for Starscream. And I've seen a couple of reviews of people like, man, it's awesome artwork. It's not that awesome. Matter of fact, I was drawing better than that when I was in the 5th grade. But maybe it's not meant to be. Onto the back of the box there is Starscream, and Starscream weaponized with some of the little guys you can get. The Battle Masters is right here. The Battle Master. I think I actually picked this up when I got Starscream. If it's this one, I don't know. Saw this guy, left that Battle Master, didn't get him. Here he is in this little triangular Battlestar Galactica. I know everybody said Battlestar Galactica, but I'm saying it too. When they first previewed it at one of the toy shows, I was like, it's Battlestar Galactica. That's that in the side of the box. Anyway, that's that. I wasted enough time on that. Get this guy open. Slide him out. He's tied down. Hate it when they do that. In his packaging is this little instructional fold out. Nothing really spectacular about it. And you know I don't do instructions. Okay, and a couple ties later, Starscream out of his packaging. So, and there's his face. Now he looks like he has the same like design of the head of the jets, but when I see his face, I don't think Starscream. And maybe they were just going to be different in the first place. And he has a whole lot of molded in detail. Some figures I really love it, but some figures they went too far. And I kind of think this one went too far. Maybe I'll feel different once I get on with the review. But I mean, it's just everywhere. And I guess that's the whole Cybertronian thing. And again, some more mud splashed on him. It's muddy on Cybertron apparently. And then like there's just like none on his feet, like where he's walking. Yeah, okay. But it's all, clearly this was assembled somewhere else and slapped on there. Wow. None on the side. But anyway, take a look at the figure. And I want to critique the chest. They could have indented this more and maybe had these come out more and had the vents sit in a little bit more. I know this part flips up, and I know it's a problem with this part, but they could, it's just a little too flat. You know, just a little too flat. Just saying that early on in the review. So, going to get to Starscream's articulation. Guess I can pick him back up. His head, 360s. I don't know if it's on a ball. Can't see it. I think it's on a ball joint under there. And let's check his up and down. He can look down just a bit and up just a bit. And you can see when I turn around the little part that provides his light piping with a screw going through it. Get his arms up this far to the sides. Take this arm at 360, but it's going to hit the wing, but you can swing it around, make it 360. He has a bicep swivel and oh good, oh accordion. I was hoping, yeah man, I just found this accordion's out. I knew his arms looked a little stubby. That's much better, much better. Now let's do that again. He has an upper bicep swivel, bends at the elbow. Even though it just came out, it is a limited bend at the elbow. Maybe I need to turn it. Maybe turn it this way. All right. Okay, now we got more at the elbow, but you got to turn it this way to get it. And the hand, does the hand rotate? All right, that is so much better. Thank you, thank you. All right, we get a lot of elbow bend out of there, and I got plastic around the wrist. All right, that is so much better. Ooh, man, discover that. You know, but that's what happens when I review out of the box. Some things get missed, and everyone lets me know that you should have did this. And his arms can accordion out this far. We can't really get him to fold his arms. Sort of, kind of, he's in a huff like Starscream does. All right, get his arms out of the way. I rotated his wrists. His hands don't open. Coming to his waist. With the backpack, we get a little bit of a waist swivel. I don't know if I can get it all the way around, but we can get this much. I probably could force it some, but then I would have to force it back. So that much out of the waist, coming down to the hip area. Get him out this far to the side. Coming this far to the front. Take this, Megatron, up your ass! Get his leg to the back this far. He's wearing that kibble back there. Get it back that far, which is pretty cool. He has the top of the thigh swivel here. Knee bend here. You get a lot out of that. He's coming in for his Decepticon landing. And again, no side at the knee, but it's here at the upper thigh. And coming down to his foot. Let me see if he has some rocker in there. It's not a lot, but it probably can help him with a wider stance. And front to back, well, it closes up for probably transformation or something. So he has that in there. So that is it for Starscream's articulation. Looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at his null rays. All these guys have ports everywhere in this line because they mix and match and combine with certain figures, come apart and weaponize these guys. Anyway, you can do that. You can take the null ray from here, put it down here. You have a look right here. Some people say they like it right there. I mean, only if he's doing that right there. Take it out of there. He holds them in the hands. All these guys have the exact same hand port size. You can put it in his hand. And I wish they had went a little bit more G1 with the null ray. I've been waiting for them to do that with a Starscream that was like a non-G1 related. But they didn't. His little false cockpit in the front is translucent orange, which I do like. I just wish it was bold or bubbled out a little bit more. And I wish this thing had a little bit more detailing in it. And somehow I've triggered it to come up and now it won't stay down all the way. But there we go. But I do like it. I don't super love it, but I really like it. Especially in this mode. Then look, he has, this is supposed to be like the stripe. It's in there inside the molded part. They could have left out some of that molded detail. It has a tiny Decepticon symbol in there. And they could have like just flatten that out and put a larger Decepticon symbol in there for us. I think some people might love it like that. I ain't knocking it. If you do, you do. It's my tour review. I'm telling you what I like, what I want. Really, now to get this guy transformed, I believe the null rays have to come off regardless. Take these things off. Oop. Tuck away his hands. I know he actually transforms like the cartoon, like the G1 cartoon, when they would just like put their feet together and sit down. If I'm correct, like I've seen it. All right, and let's see, these pylons come loose. And swivel around to form the front of the jet. And like this is like pretty much, he's a shell for me. This is, all right, we're done. All he has to do is sit down now. No. This is about his head. Does his head fold away? Let's check this chest piece. And I know this thing pops off real easy. A lot of people complaining about it. My Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie head is on like a similar hinge and it comes off super easy. Okay, I'm gonna pop his head back this way, I believe. Okay, so I just look. Okay, I'm gonna bring this back out and bring this little tab that like really has no purpose. It's kind of hard to get my fingers in here. This little tab right here that has no purpose that I can think of, but I guess it does have. They purposed the thing, but it has no true purpose. Flip this up, and it has like a little tab here, and it tabs in to the back of Starscream head, which allows it to fold away better. Now my thing is, if this thing wasn't there, he could just tab away more easily. It does nothing in his jet mode, and it does nothing in his vehicle mode, so it doesn't even have to be there. And this thing just wants to come off on this side, and you can see where they put a hole in it, was going to put a pin in, and just didn't. And somebody, somebody on the board on QC, they had a meeting, was like, look, the kids are going to have to deal with it, you know. Things come off toys. Somebody sat around and actually said that, and it was like, get it into production. So that comes there. You rotate his waist and fold his legs up. Like on a cartoon, they literally just sat down. That's all they did. And the shell covered them up. You fold it, get this out of the way. Hinges up, and again, it's coming off. And just fold the legs up, and this little spring-loaded thing. And here, they took the time to put this spring-loaded part, as opposed to just having us flip it open and close it. They put a little spring-loaded part in there, which they could have saved the money on that, just had us flip that open and put a pin in here. You know, if you want to do me a favor, because I saw some reviews, people going crazy, like, oh, they put the spring-load. Look, damn it. Are you not even thinking? They should have took it out of there and put it in here. They didn't do us a favor by putting it there. It serves no real purpose other than, hey, they took the time to put it in there. Cording his arms up. But yeah, watch some other reviews and see how these people geek out on that. The fact that they spring-loaded that and not give this a pass. It's like, really? Who the hell? What type of toy reviewers are you guys? You just fluffing a damn review. Let's make every toy the greatest toy and make your review the greatest review. But anyway, I'm gonna quit talking junk because I sat there and watched their reviews. Bring this little part down. These arms, there's some little tabs here, and if I got the arm turned the right way, nope, that turned to where the tabs are in the arms. The tab in right there. And to me, this is it's a cool looking transformation, but it's like an ugly transformation at the same time. It's cool. It's a cool to do transformation, not cool looking. Anyway, get this in the tab in. Come on, dang it. Well, maybe just gonna keep rolling so I get it mostly done, and hopefully it'll be a little bit easier the closer I get it to being done. All right, I got that one. Maybe I'm not doing this one right. I got the wrong damn port, the wrong hole. Yeah. So it happens when you unrehearse these things. But I like for you guys to see it like if you sit down and just went at it, and it's like the arms are on this like goofy angle. The knees are just bent. But this is how they did it on the G1 cartoon. They just laid back and the shell came over, even though the waist rotates on this one. Bring the shell down and the shell tabs into the top, into the other little things. And this tabs into there. I can get it to tab into there. That's one tabbed in. There's two tabbed in. And I'm going to bring... Again, this thing can bring this back down. I don't even think this had to move. I don't even know. Again, I don't know why this hinge is in here either. I don't know if this does something else up here. I don't know why that's in there. Bring this up to cover the gap. And it has some pegs here and inside of here. And he needs it because this little thing would fall the hell off. And I think this is pretty much it. I got to tab it a little bit better. Get this. Oh, I have it underneath. All right, this is pretty much it. My review, like I said, it's raw. I could have been a little bit cleaner when I did it or whatever, but you know, you get it. You know, understand what I do. And this ports in one of two ports over here, and maybe squeeze into a third right here. I don't know. I'm gonna put the null rays right here. And there we have it. Starscream in this triangular shape. Cybertronian mode. And again, look at all the it's just so random and terrible. The splotches, they could have been laser blast, like, and been a little bit better, been black or a darker gray, but this just looks like mud. I mean, he's a jet. Where is he getting the mud from? Who did that? Then the Decepticon symbols could be like twice the size on the side. We could have got one here or down here. I mean, I know you can put one on there, but man, just some of the choices they did, and I'm just being for real. I mean, I like it. But speaking of not like, and then like the chest is just hanging out on the back. They could have had it where this thing, instead of this thing accordion for no reason right here, they could have had it where the chest came out rotated and was all gray plastic in the back. guess they were like, well, these could be some type of boosters or vents that, I don't know, but you got 3 right here. So I don't know. And again, he's just, whoo-wee. And then people say, well, it was like they had a lot of the same thing going on in the G1 and the parts have to go somewhere, but this isn't the G1. And this is 2019, not 1984. Like, they could have did just a little better with this. Could maybe have the legs completely come together so you don't have this gapping in here, just slot in. Just a couple things could have made this thing better. Now, having knocked the hell out of it, let me tell you, I love it when you see it from this angle. I mean, it is sweet. Battlestar Galactica. It is sweet. And they went ahead and put a translucent bit here, which I really, really love. They could have just hit it with some raggedy paint, but they put a translucent bit here because it's translucent here, and it's supposed to be represent sort of kind of the same thing. And I haven't said that. They could have put some stripes on it. But it's finally cool to get an official Tetrajet from Hasbro Takara, which is really sweet. He's not that bad from the side. You know, you can just see his knees. Wow. And again, it would have really made this mold if they had gave him a more G1 looking blaster. But there's nothing wrong with this one. I just would have preferred a more G1 looking one. But yeah, he is pretty cool. He has some like vents in here, which is cool. Like it looks like this whole cockpit thing can like come up, even though it doesn't. At least I don't think it does. But it looks as if it could let up, which I like. Here's the jet striping we get from the G1, which is cool, and they like mimicked it in the other mode, which that's pretty cool that they thought about doing that. I like that. I like that. As far as I know, he doesn't have any landing gear unless I'm missing it. You know, he just sort of crashes, poof, or maybe he comes in like this. No, actually on the cartoon they just slid off the ground and took off. They really did. I hope I can get a clip and put it in there. And you can plug the little port pieces for other figures in the back of here. Give them a blast effect. I got anybody out I can give them a blast effect? I don't know. I'll check it out. But this is pretty much it in this jet mode. And having complained about it, I'm going to get Thundercracker and Starscream to go with this guy. Hopefully we get an Acid Storm, a Sunstorm, and whatever the other the red jet was. They can keep making these guys just because I love the G1 cartoon triangle thing and the Cybertron look just that much. And it's cool to get that look. It really is, even though the knees hanging out. And I guess in the end, I'm giving it a pass too. I'm going to bring in another one of his incarnations, the G1, the latest Walmart edition, to see how they scale. See how they look side by side so you can get an idea how big he is, how big he's not. So they look side by side. All right, here's Starscream back in his robot mode. And one thing I missed originally, and good thing the review's not over, his wings articulate on his back. They can rotate up. They could go further than it. If you pull them back, they could rotate all the way up if you wanted to display them that way. And they swing back. You can bring them all the way back like this, butterfly style, and up and around. They come down. Nope, they don't swing down. They're block swinging down, but you can get them up if you wanted to do a couple of different things with him. So now I'm going to do a little comparison with Starscream, and then in this review. And I got him leaning again. I don't know why that is. What the heck is going on? He is with Megatron, and they scale pretty well. And again, man, they could have just did away with some of the supposed battle damage, scarring, dirt on these guys. Wow. Well, maybe Megatron doesn't have all the panels that Starscream has, so it looks worse on top of all the panel detail. So anyway, keep rolling. Here he is next to Shockwave.
Shockwave this, Shockwave that.
He is both humble and respectable, Starscream.
Fuck that.
So, these are the only 3 Decepticons I have. No, actually, nope. Here he is next to Soundwave, because I haven't gotten to him yet. He's next. He's next in my review because he's not open yet. You know, I like to open on camera. So this is how these guys scale together. The Decepticon Command Core. Here he is next to MP some whatever the hell. MP11. MP11. It's the Takara Toys. I don't even know. I think it's the Takara one I got out. This is how these guys scale side by side.
You are so handsome. You are too. You're a great Decepticon. And we're both full of shit.
My Thundercracker from Combiner Wars, and I'm bringing this out because I didn't buy Starscream. I only bought Thundercracker because he was on sale. But I mean, anyway, I got this out because it's the same mode as Starscream, and he went from this giant thing down to this thing in this evolving toy line. Last but not least, for Starscream, the only super problem is this chest piece. And from what I understand, this video review's up now, and to show you how to fix it. People are going in and drilling a hole in this part and sliding a pin in there. And personally, I'm not doing all that shit. It makes no sense. Like, you have too much to do. Like, I have a job, I have children, maybe some lazy weekend off, I might tinker with it or something. But it's definitely a problem. It's not super bad to where you're playing with it and it's gonna fall off. But when you transform it, the thing's popping up every time. Not sometime, every time. So even though I only transformed it once, but it fell off like 5 times while I'm turning other pieces and my thumb would catch it. I'm putting it back on. So that was a problem. And again, you see where they were going to do it and somebody just said screw it. And they put in techie bits in other places. Like this didn't even have to hinge at all. This hinges for some reason, and it didn't have to at all. I mean, if it stayed like this in this mode, it fits there fine. If you got it out like this to I guess get out some type of clearance, it actually looks better like that. And in jet mode, it has no reason. Transformation, it clears when you transform it. There's no reason for this to have a hinge, in my opinion. So they could have put that in the chest and little spring things back here. Watch the other reviews. These people talk about, oh, it was cool, they put that in there and they spring loaded that. They could have put a pin in his chest and had this shit fold out, and I would fold it back and I would have been fine with it. But they didn't do that. But that's my only gripe, the chest. And you know, I didn't like the overworked detail and paneling and everything all through here and all through there. Some people might love it, and that's cool, but I didn't love it. It doesn't put me off from buying it, obviously, but I think it's worth the payoff. He's priced at like 30 bucks because he's a Voyager class figure, and again, that's kind of high, but this is what they charging for the stuff now. I think he should have been right at $24.99, 25 bucks to me. But he is very cool. If you see him, I suggest you pick him up. You collect in this line. I like it. Really like it, but don't love it. And all the poses you can get him into. Man, you can get this guy doing something. Everything. Gliding back. And you can react with the wings to the positions he's taking and stuff. Yeah. The posability is there. The action figure inside the robot now lives in these toys. Before you had either had a robot and an alt mode and that was it. Now you got an action figure with all the articulation. So anyway, having long-winded said that, I am George, the 80s Transformer fan. You just watched a review where every toy has a story.